Pakistani drone incursions were detected along the international border in 2 sectors last night, marking the third such incident this week. The Indian Coast Guard intercepted and seized a Pakistani fishing boat with 9 crew members on board, after it was detected inside Indian waters near the international maritime boundary line in the Arabian Sea. After securing ammunition export orders worth over $200 million, Delhi-based SMPP Private Limited has announced that it is on the verge of operationalizing its 800-acre ammunition manufacturing complex in Himachal Pradesh that will produce 1 lakh rounds of 155mm artillery ammunition annually. Hyderabad-based Zen Technologies has received orders worth 404 crore rupees from Ministry of Defence for the supply of anti-drone systems and training simulators. Indian defence firm IG Defence has secured orders from the Indian Army and Indian Navy for its T-Shul pulse anti-drone system, which is a lightweight handheld counter-UAV system. Kalyani Strategic Systems is developing an indigenous 30mm naval gun system, with proof testing planned for early August 2026, that will offer high rates of fire for close-in weapon system roles against missiles, aircraft and fast attack craft. The Indian Army has inducted the Belarusian Berkut-BM high-speed strike drone that is optimized to destroy air defense systems, artillery positions, rocket launchers, radar sites, logistics nodes and enemy troop concentrations. The catapult-launched drone has an operational range of around 180 kilometers, endurance of about 45 minutes, and carries a 10-kilogram high-explosive fragmentation warhead for precision terminal strikes against time-sensitive targets. It has a speed of 500 kilometers per hour, sharply reducing enemy reaction time and complicating interception. The Indian Air Force is exploring unmanned aerial escorts to safeguard high-value assets like AWACS and mid-air refuelers against ultra-long-range air-to-air threats. These unmanned escorts could function as decoys or interceptors, drawing away incoming missiles or even neutralizing them directly. The Indian Navy is examining the induction of a long-range air-launched ballistic anti-ship missile with a strike range of 1,000 kilometers, aimed at dramatically extending the strike envelope of carrier-based aviation. The Mach 5+ missile is intended for launch from carrier-capable fighters that would follow a quasi-ballistic trajectory, enabling engagement of high-value maritime targets while remaining far outside enemy shipborne air defense ranges. A senior Pentagon official has confirmed strong U.S. backing for integrating the Indian Air Force into the F-35A program, potentially making India the first non-allied operator. The F-35 offer has now evolved into a formal government-to-government proposal, but India remains cautious over its black box architecture, US-controlled activation codes, limited sovereignty over upgrades, and concerns over maintenance availability. The Indian government has laid down non-negotiable clauses for French aircraft manufacturer Dassault Aviation in the proposed $36 billion Rafale fighter jet deal. These include the mandatory integration of Indian weapons, missiles and ammunition on all 114 fighter jets. Dassault Aviation will also be required to provide secure data links enabling full digital integration of the jets with Indian radars, sensors, and ground-based controllers. India has demanded deep software-level modifications to the Rafale's onboard mission computers to support weapon integration, sensor fusion, and secure two-way data transmission. In addition, transfer of technology for airframe manufacturing is mandatory, with French suppliers including engine maker Safran and avionics provider Thales to be part of the transfer of technology framework. Most importantly, the Indian government has demanded that the indigenous content must reach between 55 and 60% under this program. Today's top 3 comments.